Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown. It is the beginning of a new era here on Smackdown in this universe mode, and we have a stacked card here tonight as we come sold out from Indianapolis, Indiana, as we will crown a new undisputed champion. But first, before we get to that, we will be crowning the United States champion. One of these 5 men will be leaving Indianapolis tonight with the United States Championship, and one of the men who will be looking to walk out with that United States Championship, he wants us all to bask in his glory, is none other than the limitless Keith Lee. And Keith Lee has got to be one of the favourites in this fatal 5-way match. He has the size and strength advantage over most men he steps into the ring with. And of course he has the ability to back it up in this ring as he makes his way now down to the ring. The limitless Keith Lee, as he's letting the WWE Universe here bask in his glory. And I just know that you can't hear the music. It's because I used the PS4 to record these episodes, so that's. And when you record it using the PS4, it doesn't record the music. I just noticed that while I was editing this show and editing Raw. But anyway, getting back into the action, Keith Lee in the ring. I just had to say that just to get out of the way, so you know why there's no music for the entrances. As we find out, the second competitor is Luke Harper, Mr. Harper, I should say, Mr. Luke Harper. He's looking to become the United States Champion. And what match this will be, one-on-one. Keith Lee and Luke Harper, 2 big men stepping in and going at it. But of course, it's not just the 2 of these. There will be 3 other men in this matchup, and either one could walk out. But got to say, the size, the strength advantage, he probably give it to one of these 2 men, probably Keith Lee with the strength. Brody probably has the height advantage on Keith Lee, or Harper I should say, not Brody. Got to say, Luke Harper would make a great United States champion, but so would every man in this match. That's why they are in this match, because the Authority believe they have the ability to take Smackdown forward with the United States Championship. As the 3rd man in this contest is none other than the King of Bros, Matt Riddle. If Harper has the height advantage, Keith Lee with the strength advantage. If this breaks down into a fight, you've got to give it to the King of Bros, Matt Riddle, of course, former UFC star Matt Riddle, and he can back it up not just in an octagon but in a squared circle. As the bro, of course, making his way to the ring. And Riddle is probably the fan favourite here, with everyone chanting bro for the original bro, the King of Bros, whatever you want to call Matt Riddle. He has all the tools that it takes to walk out with the United States Championship here tonight. Or could the United States Champion be this man, Heath Slater? He's got kids, the one-man band. I was talking to Slater backstage earlier today. He says he's probably the underdog in this match, and I would have to agree with that. He feels that he will be overlooked, and that's why he will be the United States Champion, because he will take advantage of everyone overlooking him, as they always do. And the one-man band will walk home with the United States Champion, get that champion's payday, take it home to his kids. But we talked about the size and the strength of Keith Lee and Luke Harper. Talk about the shoe fight experience of Matt Riddle. Talked about the underdog factor in Heath Slater. But this man, he may be the most experienced inside of a wrestling ring, inside a WWE ring anyway. He calls himself the Bar because he doesn't set the bar, he is the bar. Sheamus, look, probably the best all-round competitor in this. He can fight. He's got size, he's got strength, and he could very well be the next US champion here tonight. Of course, he has held United States Championship gold before in the WWE. Former World Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champion, WWE Champion. He's won it all except for the Intercontinental Championship, but that is over on Raw. Maybe in the future we might find Sheamus over on Raw going after that championship. But here, it's a clean start, no champions. And Sheamus wants to be the first United States champion here tonight. As we see, this is what's for the WWE United States Championship on the line. As we see all 5 men in the ring, the referee holds the gold up in the air. That is what one of these men will be walking out with tonight, and we are underway. Slater going after Matt Riddle, Keith Lee and Sheamus going at it. Harper just sitting back watching him go to work. Sheamus sends Keith Lee to the outside and follows him. Big suplex by Slater on Matt Riddle in the ring. I like Harper's strategy. Let the other 4 go at it, and he will then look to take advantage as Keith Lee and Sheamus. Of course, what matchup that would be. Those 2 going at it on the outside now. Keith Lee getting sent flying across the ringside here, but back in the ring, Harper has Slater and just throws him, grabbing him by the neck, tossing him across the ring. Slater drives Harper headfirst into the mat as Riddle gets sent over the top rope by Sheamus, but Keith Lee comes from behind. Snapmare to Sheamus, kicks him in the back. The action is going to be hard to call with all these 5 men all around the place. This is not the only fatal 5-way we have here tonight. Also tonight, in our main event, 5 men selected by the Authority will go out to be crowned the undisputed champion here on Smackdown. And we will find out those participants later on tonight. We will also have highlights of the longest match in Universe Mode history. We'll give you the last couple of minutes of the women's match up next. It was an 8-woman tag with the winning team. The 4 members will face up next week in a fatal 4-way. We'll have the last 10 minutes of that 45-minute matchup here next. And not only that, we'll have a Cruiserweight Championship 8-man Battle Royal where the Cruiserweight Champion will be crowned, as well as the first match in the 14 Tag Team Tournament as the Revival face off against Heavy Machinery in the first round. As we get back to the action, Keith Lee and Sheamus once again on the outside, this time Heath Slater going out after Keith Lee. Harper smartly rolls out to the other side. Riddle, Sheamus going at it now as Riddle with a big backdrop on the outside as Keith Lee sends Slater down. Here comes Harper now joining the fray. Sheamus sends Riddle into the ring post as Harper just big suplex hitting Slater into the guardrail, and Sheamus, I believe, sending Riddle back into the ring post. Action all over the place here. And Sheamus once again sends Riddle headfirst into the ring post, whilst the Celtic Warrior got planned once again, just smashing Riddle headfirst off of the ring post. Into the ring, Slater alone with Keith Lee. Keith Lee with big suplex. Here comes Sheamus and Luke Harper though. Slater sends Keith Lee into the corner, but he gets caught by Harper. What has Luke Harper got planned? Just hanging him across the ropes, and once again the Riddle and Sheamus going to add in this one on the outside. Harper goes for the cover. Kick out at 2 by Heath Slater. A big punch by Harper. Slater wisely rolled out of the ring though, but that leaves Harper alone with Keith Lee as Sheamus and Riddle still going out on the outside. Big boot by Keith Lee into big German, sends down Harper. What a matchup. I said it earlier, but these two one-on-one, I hope we see that sometime down the line, maybe sooner rather than later. As he catches Keith Lee with that big knee in the ring now, Sheamus just suplexing Matt Riddle. As Harper with that big gut wrench suplex, and Sheamus just throwing Matt Riddle around the place. Harper punches to the head of Keith Lee. Slater comes back in and goes after Harper. And once again, Sheamus going out after Matt Riddle. To me, it feels like Sheamus cares more about going after Riddle more than he cares about the United States Championship at these stages. As in the ring, big bulldog by Slater onto Harper. As Sheamus gets sent into the steps on the outside. Keith Lee avoids that knee to the back by Heath Slater and catches him with the shoulder, and once again Riddle sent into the steps by the Celtic Warrior on the outside. Sheamus now works over the knee of Matt Riddle. And back in the ring, Heath Slater in trouble as Keith Lee hits him with that big kick across the stomach. Catches him though with that flatliner. Heath Slater, can he go for the cover? This is it. Sheamus, Riddle and Harper on the outside. 1, 2, only a 2 count. As Keith Lee kicks out, but that caught the attention of the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus comes in and gets caught by Keith Lee with that big spinebuster type maneuver. In comes Harper and goes straight after Heath Slater. Keith Lee goes for the cover, but Sheamus able to kick out early. Slater sends off the rope, gets caught with a big punch by Harper. Sheamus wisely out to the outside once again as a big wheelbarrow suplex from Matt Riddle onto Heath Slater. Now it's Riddle, Keith Lee and Luke Harper left alone in the ring. What is going to happen here? Lee sends Harper off the ropes. Riddle goes to get Lee on. He sends into the corner as Harper knocks both men with that punch. Now Riddle. Oh, Harper goes for that spin lariat. That discus lariat was not able to hit either member. And here comes Keith Lee after Matt Riddle now. Harper rolls to the outside now. Keith Lee left alone. Big bang catastrophe. Sheamus up on the outside. Oh, he's rocked up. He's not able to get back in time. And Keith Lee gets the 3 count on Matt Riddle. This is the new United States Champion. Let's take a look at some of these highlights. A close call here. Tout Slater might be able to put Keith Lee away with that. Keith Lee able to get the shoulder up and survive. And here's Keith Lee taking Sheamus out of the matchup with that big maneuver. And here's what took Slater out, Harper dropping him. But that only led to Keith Lee, your new United States Champion. Be interested to see who the first challenger to step up and face Keith Lee will be. But that is for us to find out later on. As up next we have the highlights of the the women's 8-man tag as the Iconics team up with Toni Storm and Ember Moon to face off against the team of Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai and Candice LeRae, and we'll head over to live commentary of that matchup right now. Dakota makes the tag to Candice. Now both women working together. Irish whip sends Ember off the ropes, hip toss and kicks to the back. Candice LeRae looks to put Ember Moon away with this cover. 1, 2, And here comes Peyton Royce to break it up. This match has to be one of the longest matchups in Universal Mod history, as Candice LeRae, can she put her away with the Gargano escape? No, they just want to go home. But there is a lot of at stake, as the winners will face off in a fatal 4-way next week for the women's title. So of course all 8 women don't want this match to end. They will keep fighting for their team, but we don't have TV time to show all this. As Ember hits that big handspring clothesline pinner, will this be it? Will Ember Moon's team advance? 1, 2, and no, of course the count gets broken up for about the 10th millionth time, as Ember Moon has Candice LeRae where she wants her, goes to work with the elbows. Ember picks up LeRae. LeRae in trouble, gets caught with that forearm, picks her up. That winding slam, once again that winding side slam by Ember. Is she able to go for cover? No, she's up against it, picks LeRae up and rocks her down with that big forearm strike. Now Candice LeRae in trouble. Ember Moon stalking. Grave finds the legs and picks her up. That Super Dragon style curb stomp. Of course, Candice LeRae knows all about the Super Dragon, but instead of going for the cover, Ember opts for the tag to Peyton. Peyton Royce with a big forearm knocks Candice LeRae down, and now laughs at Candice instead of going for the cover. A big super kick. Clothesline knocks Candice down. And Peyton once again celebrating instead of going for the cover, and just laughs at Candice LeRae. If I'm Peyton, I'll go for the cover because of the stakes. Next week she could be facing off in a fatal 4-way to be crowned the first SmackDown Women's Champion. Instead she decides to laugh at her opponent, but I may have spoke too soon. Gory bomb. Billy Peyton not going for the cover. Decides to inflict more damage on Candice as Peyton drops her with that big headbutt. But once again, not opting for the cover. Just take it home. As Candice slips out with the big reverse DDT. Candice now making the tag for Kairi Sane. The Pirate Princess coming in. It's Kairi. Big German suplex. Just dropping Peyton Royce. Arch whip into the corner. Bad maneuver by Peyton, sending her into the opposition corner as Dakota able to capitalize and tag in. Like, you would think someone with more tag team experience than Peyton Royce will realise not to arch whip your opponent into their own corner. But maybe she wanted Dakota to make the tag. Maybe that was her plan, but it's a bad plan as Dakota just drops it with that kick, and once again here comes Kairi Sane. And what has Kairi got planned? Now mocking Peyton Royce. Kairi drags her to the centre of the ring and goes for the cover. A bit too late. I feel like she wasted a lot of time, and if she had went for the cover of tagging in straight away, that could have been a 3 count, but no, it's only a 2, as Billy went for that spin kick, but Kairi went for drop kick at the same time, able to avoid it, but Peyton hits that spinning kick. Once again, I keep calling her Billy Kay for some reason. It's because this match has gone out for so long. And speaking of Peyton Royce, she makes the tag to Toni Storm. And it's Toni time now in this matchup. Once again, Toni goes to pick up Kairi, but Kairi with the Irish whip reversal. And Kairi goes up into the corner, punching Toni Storm. Now working over Toni with those punches is Kairi. Toni in trouble. gets caught with that knee to the midsection, and then a smash kick to the back of the head of Toni Storm. Now Kairi, stalking her, picks up Toni. Toni reverses, sending Kairi onto the apron. Instead of continuing on the attack, goes for the celebrate, gets caught with a punch. I thought Kairi was going to go for a springboard there, but she opts to get back in with that hammerlock suplex. Not going for the cover though. I hope this is a lesson for the Authority to never book an 8-person tag team match, because they just go on for so long because everything gets broken up. Oh. As Toni reverses with that arm drag. Now that takedown by Kairi. Kairi sends her into the corner. Turns Toni around, spear. Now she's marching towards the center of the ring, or across the ring. Has her in her side sliding elbow. Toni Storm is in trouble. Kairi climbing back in, goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3. Billy Kay, or Peyton Royce, which I think it's Billy Kay at this time that went to break it up. As we take a look back at the highlights of this matchup, thank God this one is finally over. Nearly 45 minutes these women went at it, but with the stakes of the next week being in the championship 4-way, they all put it on the line. As we take a look back at some of these close highlights, at the many times I thought this matchup was going to end. This very nice exchange between Kairi and Toni. And now we see the winning team. Kairi saying the Kodakai, Io Shirai and Candice LeRae next week, failed 4-way. They're celebrating now, they're friends now, but next week they are enemies as the Women's Championship is on the line. And coming up next here on Smackdown, it is 8-man Cruiserweight title Battle Royale, as we find out our first entrant, none other than the man with a plan, the Brian Kendrick. And we got to go with experience factor here. There is probably no one on the Smackdown Cruiserweight division, or even on Smackdown itself, with as much experience as the Brian Kendrick, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. I would love to see him walk out with Smackdown here tonight, with Smackdown Cruiserweight Gold wrapped around his waist, where he is 7 of the top cruiserweights here on Smackdown standing in between him, and one of those men is none other than this man, about to make his way to the ring. It's Buddy Murphy. Buddy, one of the top cruiserweights, not just on Smackdown but in the whole world. He can do it as a cruiserweight, and he can do it outside of the cruiserweight division. And you got to say, he could be one of the favorites in this contest, as Buddy Murphy makes his way to the ring. He looks focused, he looks ready, and he looks like he has every tool it takes to become Cruiserweight champion here tonight. But like I said with Kendrick, it's not just Buddy, it's 7 of the top cruiserweights standing in between them. But Buddy Murphy, he's confident, he's arrogant, but he has every tool to back it up. And he's saying it's his time. It's his time. He's going to be the SmackDown Cruiserweight champion tonight. As he looks focused and ready for the challenge ahead of him. Buddy Murphy calling out the rest of the competitors And here I mentioned that I would love to see Brian Kendrick win it. Here's someone else I would love to see walk out with Cruiserweight Championship gold. Only Lorcan, one of the most underrated guys in the company in my opinion. Just like Buddy Murphy, he is everything it takes to walk out with Cruiserweight gold wrapped around his waist tonight. And I feel like this could be Oni's opportunity. This could be his moment. His crowning moment to take him to that next level, to finally get Cruiserweight gold wrapped around his waist. As fans here are going crazy for Oni. But they're also, this man standing in his way, probably the favourite in this matchup, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. And I spoke to Johnny earlier today, and he says he does not just want to be Johnny Wrestling here on Smackdown, he wants to be Johnny Champion, and he believes he will be the first Cruiserweight Champion, because there ain't many better than Johnny Wrestling. But it's a tough lineup, as we see no four of the competitors already. Gargano, Kendrick, Oni and Buddy, probably four of the best cruiserweights, not just here on Smackdown, but in the entire world. But Johnny Wrestling believes he is the number one, not just cruiserweight, but the number one wrestler. He is Johnny Wrestling for a reason. But here comes someone who might have something to say about that. Someone who believes they are a better wrestler. Someone who believes they are the best. Drew Gulak for a better Smackdown Live. You got to believe, with championship gold around his waist, Drew Gulak has every tool in his arsenal to make Smackdown Live a better place, a land of opportunity. And you see it on the back of his robe there. Drew Gulak for a better Smackdown Live. You got to believe Drew Gulak when he says he is one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. He is not lying. And here comes someone who you got to believe will be a bit overlooked by a lot of people coming into this one. The Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar, a fantastic wrestler. He's all the tools in his arsenal. He's got the arrogance, he's got the skills to back it up. But you gotta believe there is some people out there that would consider this an upset if Noam was to win this. But Noam believes he is the best, and Noam wants to prove he is the best. And I got to say, I think Noam Dar has every chance of winning this. Because when I said these are the best cruiserweights, I mean it. Because Noam Dar wants to prove that no pinky, no party. And the Scottish Supernova 11. Noam Dar, I was speaking to him today. He doesn't just think he will win this matchup tonight. He knows he will win this matchup. Because that's just the type of arrogance that Noam Dar possesses. But this man believes he is the heart and the soul of the cruiserweight division. Mustafa Ali, one of the top wrestlers, not just in the cruiserweight division. I know I keep repeating myself, because these are eight of the very, very best, not just in the cruiserweight division, but not just on Smackdown. And either man could walk out, but Mustafa wants to win here tonight, because he's saying he believes he is the heart and soul of the cruiserweight division. And I believe Mustafa Ali means every word he says about that. Unlike Drew Gulak, who wants to do things his way, make things better, keep it safe and sounding on the ground. Mustafa wants to prove that cruiserweight wrestling is the best, and he's not afraid to fly around. Speaking of people who like to fly around, Mark Andrews, the final competitor, I do believe, in this matchup. Like Noam, I feel like he might be a bit overlooked by a lot of people in this matchup, but also like Noam, he has every tool available to walk out of here the high-fiving, stage-diving, cruiserweight champion. As Mandrews now makes his way to the ring, as you see all the other men in this matchup on the outside gathering around. As Mandrews looks ready, he looks focused. He wants to prove that he is the #1 cruiserweight on Smackdown. As the crowd here are ready for this great battle royale, and we are underway. Action will be all over the place. Fast-paced cruiserweight action, 8 men in the ring. It's going to be hard to keep up with, as Noam Dar is only in trouble early on, but only able to escape. Now it's Buddy in trouble by Gargano. Gargano, can he eliminate Buddy Murphy? Buddy out onto the apron. Gargano still trying to kick him off the apron. Buddy Murphy is able to survive. There's only Gulak going at it. Gargano and Murphy, Kendrick and Ali, and Noam Dar and Mark Andrews, of course, know each other very well from the UK and European independent scene. Of course, now Kendrick going after Ali, trying to eliminate him, but Ali able to fight and survive. I feel like these pairings off make up for some great matches. Imagine Gargano and Murphy 1-on-1 for the cruiserweight title in the future, or Gulak versus Oni, Kendrick versus Ali, Dar versus Mandrews. A lot of great pairings could be made. That's just gone off with the pairings that we've broken off into this match. Of course, like great matches like Kendrick versus Gulak, Kendrick versus Oni, Gargano versus Ali, Gargano versus Mandrews. Just countless examples of great cruiserweight matches we could see coming out of this, as Kendrick, as Ali, and Oni dumps Gulak off the top rope, but Gulak able to hang on, but Oni Lorcan is still fighting, trying to eliminate Gulak, but Gulak able to survive. Once again, Oni adds Gulak in the corner. This time Gulak able to reverse. As Murphy has Gargano in trouble, so does Noam Dar also in trouble, or has Mandrews in trouble. No one eliminated so far. Is Kendrick and Ali gone out? Oh, Drew Gulak is the first man gone. Oni Lorcan clotheslining Gulak over the top rope. And Drew Gulak has been eliminated. We are down to 7. As now Oni Lorcan looks to get a second elimination, going after Buddy Murphy, but Buddy able to survive and hang on. Big dropkick by Mustafa Ali on Kendrick. Noam Dar leaned up against the ropes, but able to avoid elimination. Kendrick now in trouble, hanging on. Ali trying to shove Kendrick. Mandrews in trouble with Gargano in the odd corner. Now Oni Lorcan looking to help Ali eliminate Kendrick, but Brian Kendrick using his experience to get out of it. And Mark Andrews also able to survive on the other side. And now Buddy has in trouble as Noam Dar going after him. Big powerbomb by Oni Lorcan onto Johnny Gargano. This action is all over the place. Now I'm in trouble. Buddy trying to eliminate Dar. And Kendrick also coming in to help. Buddy will Noam Dar survive. He's over it, but he's able to hang on. Kendrick and Buddy Murphy still fighting to eliminate him. But Noam Dar fights free. Only it's going up to the second rope in the Battle Royal. I wouldn't recommend this, but it's able to work as he went for that blockbuster. Didn't catch all of it, but he did get enough to take down both Mark Andrews and Noam Dar. But Johnny Gargano now has Oney Lorcan up against the ropes, trying to eliminate him. Ali and Kendrick still going at it. Murphy comes over, helping Gargano. And Oney is over, but he hangs on. As Noam Dar has Mark Andrews holding on, fighting for survival, fighting for the Cruiserweight Championship. So far, only Drew Gulak is the only man eliminated from this Battle Royale. Kendrick now has Ali once again up on the ropes. Gargano now just taunting in the corner. Now Kendrick comes and goes after Gargano. Mark Andrews sends Noam Dar into the corner. Dar able to get free, has both Kendrick and Mark Andrews fighting for survival. Kendrick able to survive, but once again sent over the rope and able to hang on as Mark Andrews gets dumped out by Noam Dar. So that is Gulak and Mark Andrews eliminated. Oney Lorcan eliminating Gulak, Noam Dar eliminating Mark Andrews. As Action Hurricane Rana, I'm not sure who that was on. And Kendrick looks like he's setting Johnny Gargano up for something, as he gets him with that big neck breaker and Murphy's Law. Oney Lorcan got caught by Buddy Murphy with Murphy's Law. Remember, this is Battle Royale though, so hitting Murphy's Law, he still has to get him up and over as Kendrick goes after Lorcan. And he has him up against the ropes. He has him set up in the corner, but Oney Lorcan fighting to hang on. Murphy and Gargano going at Oney Lorcan able to fight free from Kendrick. And Mustafa Ali has been eliminated, clotheslined over the top rope by Noam Dar. That is 2 eliminations by Dar. Dar has eliminated Kendrick and Ali. And of course, the only other elimination, Gulak eliminated by Oney Lorcan, as Dar hits that beautiful clothesline to the back of Oney Lorcan's head. And drop kicks to the knee. Gargano has Buddy Murphy up on the rope, but Buddy able to fight free. Dar has Oney, of course, the only 2 men with elimination so far in this Battle Royale. Dar looking for his 3rd. And Oney Lorcan once again able to hold on. Buddy Murphy coming over to lend a hand to Noam Dar. And Oney Lorcan able to fight out with a nice Virgin German suplex by Gargano and Kendrick inside the ring while that was happening. Gargano sends Kendrick up against the ropes. Kendrick reversing though. Nice head scissors. We're down to our final 5 in this Battle Royale. And Oney Lorcan is eliminated by Buddy Murphy. We are now at our final 4. Which one of these men will leave with the Cruiserweight Championship? Buddy has Noam in the corner, but Noam slingshots Buddy off the rope. Noam goes for that Insigori, is blocked. Kendrick has Gargano with that Kendrick getting Gargano with that airplane spin and just dumping him. His buddy sets up Noam, and he gets him with Murphy's Law. That's all good, taking out Noam Dar, but he needs to get him up and over the ropes. But Noam able to fight back. Now it's Murphy in trouble. no one turns his attention to Gargano, and now it's Kendrick going to work on Buddy Murphy. Gargano in trouble now. Will he be able to survive? Or will Noam Dar pick up another elimination? Gargano able to hold onto that bottom rope and survive, but he's on the apron still. Noam putting the boots to him, trying to push him off. But once again, Johnny Gargano is able to survive. Noam now turns his attentions to Kendrick, sending him over the top rope. Final 3-1. These three men will be the Cruiserweight champion. Will it be Noam Dar? Will it be Johnny Gargano? Or will it be the man who just hit Gargano with that running Liger bomb, Buddy Murphy? Noam goes to the arm of Murphy, which is a sound strategy in a battle royal. If you work over the arm, work over the hand, how can he hold on? I like that strategy from Noam. And now again, Gargano, Murphy over the top rope. Murphy gets eliminated by Noam Dar. Noam Dar has been the MVP. What's that? His 4th, 5th elimination of this matchup, but gets caught with a super kick. Forgot to say, Noam Dar deserves this. I mentioned that he is the underdog. He's probably the one who's been overlooked the most coming into this, and it's down to him against the man who's probably the favourite in Johnny Wrestling. You got to say, Noam Dar's making a great case to be the first Cruiserweight champion. Of course, he has to win this matchup though, but he's putting in a great case to be a future challenger, even if Gargano is able to win this. But it looks like Noam has Gargano in trouble. Gargano sends him off the rope, missing with that insecurity. Now Noam in control, goes low on Gargano, stumbling against the ropes, but Gargano able to turn the tide once again. Big suplex from Gargano as he sets him up for this big knee, that big super kick, to a kneel opponent. Noam Dar in trouble. Gargano sets him up against the ropes. This has to be it. Noam fighting though. Noam surviving. Noam does survive. Or does he? Is Gargano able to knock him off the apron? But Gargano, or Dar, able to fight back off Gargano. Catches him with the cutter. Gargano in control. Rolling through, spinning with the kick. Is Gargano in control? No, working over the arm. I mentioned how that was a good strategy, and it worked, helping him eliminate Buddy Murphy. Will help him eliminate Gargano and leave Indianapolis with the Cruiserweight gold wrapped around his waist, as he catches him with that big European uppercut. And once again, that dogging under the clothesline from Gargano and catching him with one of his own. Gargano floating over. Has Noam against the ropes and clotheslines Dar over the top rope, and Johnny Gargano is your winner and your new Cruiserweight champion. But what a performance by Noam Dar, picking up the most eliminations and surviving right to the end. I feel like Noam Dar has made a strong case to be one of the first challengers to Johnny Gargano's championship. Because who knows, maybe one-on-one outside of a battle royale, Noam will leave with the Cruiserweight gold. But tonight, it was Johnny Wrestling, or should I say Johnny Champion, who won this battle royale and is your new Cruiserweight champion. The first round of the Tag Team Championship tournament begins now on Smackdown, as Heavy Machinery, Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovic make their way to the ring. Tucker know is probably the biggest team in this tournament, but they have a tough task ahead of them as tonight they face off against the top guys, Heavy Machinery, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, and the winner of that in 2 weeks time, of this contest in 2 weeks time, will face off against next week's winners between the New Day and the Usos. So one of those 4 teams will be guaranteed to be crowned the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. And these 2 men do not just believe they are the best team on SmackDown, they believe they are the best tag team in the world. The top guys, Dawson and Wilder, they believe they should just be handed the SmackDown Tag Team titles. They don't have to earn anything because they are the best team, and that the authority should have just given them the titles. But no, they have to go through Heavy Machinery and either the New Day or the Usos. But if Wilder and Dawson are as good as they say they are, then they should have no problem not only winning tonight, but in 2 weeks time. As we get ready for this match to get underway, it looks like it'll be Dash and Tucker starting. As they lock up, Dash going straight away with that dragon screw, trying to take out the legs of the bigger man in Tucker Knight. Dash just using that chokehold to wear down Tucker. But Tucker able to counter with a headbutt. Tucker, of course, using his size, and is able to pick up Wilder. Has him for that powerbomb, brings him over towards the corner, and just drops him face first down across that turnbuckle. That was a very impressive maneuver, but Wilder able to get out of the way and catch Tucker with that neck breaker. Goes for the cover early on. Not even on 1 count, going to take a lot more to keep Tucker down. He sends Tucker off the ropes, and Dash with that hip toss, and instead of keeping up the pressure on the bigger man, he decides to taunt, to celebrate. Now Dash just slingshotting Tucker neck first, throw first against the rope, trying to wear down the bigger man, using the ring to his advantage as he catches him with that sweet DDT. As Tucker clotheslines Dash over the top rope. And now on the outside, going at it, Tucker and Dash. Is Dash able to get out of the way and goes after the legs of the bigger Tucker Knight. And grabs the arm of Tucker, leg sweep on the outside. Trying to wear down the bigger man, using the ringside area to his advantage. Referee count up to 4. Still going at it now, sends him into the steps. Just wearing down the bigger man. Referee at 7. They need to get back into the ring. If this is a double count out, I have been informed that next week's match between the New Day and the Usos will be for the titles. There will be no second chances. As Dash back into the ring, decides to break the count. I was surprised the Revival didn't go for a count out victory, but the top guys probably wanting to get things done right, just using the outside to wear down the opponents. But it may have cost him, as Tucker able to turn the tide, and he's fired up. Now it's Tucker using the ring steps to his advantage. Now Wilder reverses and uses the steps. Referee up at 7. Again, both men need to get back into the ring. Wilder once again using the steps. Referee at 8. Oh, it's doing nothing but just watching the referee. 9. And wow, I'm surprised. Wilder had that 1. But he broke the count. That may come back to cost the Revival, but they're choosing to inflict more pain on Heavy Machinery than go for the count out win. And that may cost him, as Tucker able to turn the match around with that Irish whip. You've got to think that might be a turning point. That if Heavy Machinery do win, that might be a point where the Revival look back and say that cost him, as the referee up at 7. And now Tucker able to get back in, Wilder coming in after him, and Tucker catches him with that big arm drag suplex. And here comes Otis, fan favourite, our Heavy Machinery, but this man is one of the #1 superstars that the fans love. And he's just choking, smothering Wilder. But here comes Scott Dawson, and he catches Otis, but it's going to take a lot more to knock Otis off his feet, as he goes blow for blow with Otis, and Otis now sent it into the corner and picks Dawson up and just throws him. Now Otis side slam. You see, this is what I meant when Lash broke up the count. Otis comes in, the fresh man in, and now the tide with Heavy Machinery. Scott Dawson looking to play a bit of cat and mouse, in and out, trying to avoid Otis. And as he catches Otis coming back into the ring, but Otis able to fight off Dawson. Dawson though going to work the leg, and a big German suplex, a lot of strength to suplex Otis. And here comes Dash Wilder back in. Dash hits a big Russian leg sweep. Now working over Otis, stamping away at the leg. Those vicious punches, and then just slamming Otis head first into the ring mat. And now into the corner, Otis able to duck out of the way, but Wilder able to turn the momentum and then takes out the knee with that chop block onto Otis, and in comes Dawson. Dawson fights off Otis once again, turning things around. He's just punching Dawson, but Dawson able to catch him with that knee. And Otis once again turns things around. Otis with that big sidewalk slam. Opting not to go for the cover though. It's going to take a lot more to put the Revival away, and he knows that, but gets caught with that big kick. He's able to roll out, catch his composure, and comes in and whips Dawson off the ropes. Dawson able to get out, and working over that arm of Otis, and that big Luthez press, and then those vicious strikes by Dawson. Tucker trying to call for the tag, but he can't make it, as Dawson just working over the leg of Otis. Sound strategy of the Revival by trying to take out the legs of the bigger team. Dawson once again dragon screw to Otis, and now he's getting a bit cocky, showing off to the fans. Otis up and dropped with a nice DDT by Dawson. Big lariat. Dawson again with that punch, knocking Otis down. Otis trying to crawl. Dawson though too busy trying to piss off the universe. And here comes Tucker, but Dawson was able to catch him off, cut off the hot tag, but Tucker able to fight him off as he carries Scott Dawson to the other side of the ring. and then snake eyes across the turnbuckle. Now stomping away at Dawson in the corner. Otis down on the outside. It is down. It is just Tucker by himself with both members of the Revival. But Scott Dawson has Tucker up on the top rope. Dawson following him up. Suplex to the outside. Scott Dawson suplexing Tucker to the outside. That has to be it. How can Tucker still keep going? But instead of going for the cover, he's going after Tucker on the outside. Irish whipping him to the ring barrier. Now going for the eyes. Tucker able to somehow stay in this, and just knocking Dawson onto the announcer's table right in front of me. Tucker going after Scott Dawson with those strikes. Referee up to 7. Dawson getting in to break up the count. I'm really surprised at the Revival, but I also respect it that they aren't accepting a count of victory when there's such high stakes up on the line in this title tournament. But instead of opting for the cheap win with the count out, they want to be heavy machinery in the ring. But here comes Otis. But once again, Scott Dawson goes for the knee. Goes for cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The Revival are able to advance in this tag team title tournament, defeating Heavy Machinery. As we take a look at the top guys celebrating in the ring. Tucker checking on his tag team partner Otis, as despicable Dawson and Weiler beating down on Heavy Machinery after the match. They've already got the win. There is no need for this, and you see Dash Weiler just throwing Otis out of the ring. And the Revival proving they are the top guys, but the despicable act of attacking Heavy Machinery after the match. And it is now time for the main event of the evening, a 5-pack challenge to determine the undisputed champion. As the first entrant makes his way to the ring, it is none other than the architect, the Friday Night Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins. And he has gold on his gear, and he wants to have gold around his waist after tonight. Speaking with Rollins before the show, he believes he is the #1 guy on Smackdown, and that it doesn't matter who the 4 other competitors are, but none of them, and he means none of them, can hold a candle to the Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins. You got to believe with that confidence, Seth Rollins is one of the favourites in this matchup, but he has 4 of the top competitors here, probably the 4 best on Smackdown. As Rollins makes his way into the ring, taking his time first though, giving the people what they want, giving the people a good look at the Friday Night Messiah, the Messiah, Seth Rollins. But it's not going to be an easy task, as I have mentioned, because in his way are 4 of the best competitors, including this man. He already calls himself the planet's champion, but he wants to be the undisputed champion. Daniel Bryan, of course, one of, if not the best technical wrestler in professional wrestling, and the planet's champion wants to be SmackDown undisputed champion, and he can very well be He has all the ability. But again, 4 other challengers stand in between Daniel Bryan and that championship, and they all have the same goal in mind. As Daniel Bryan enters the ring now. Got to say, Bryan probably one of, if not the favourite in this matchup, with all his experience in big time championship matches. But here comes someone who also is one of the best in the world, and someone who can very well leave here tonight with championship gold. The Prince, Finn Balor. Of course, the Prince looking for his crown, and he seems very confident that tonight he can leave with that gold. After speaking to him earlier today, he knows it's not going to be an easy task. He knows it's going to be one of the hardest challenges in front of Finn Balor in his wrestling career. But Finn Balor believes that he can walk out with undisputed gold around him, because he has the support of his Balor Club. As Finn Balor makes his way to the ring. And you got to believe, will the Balor Club be able to get behind the leader, the Prince, and help him lead Smackdown going forward? Or will one of the other 4 men be able to stop the Prince's plans? But all I know is whichever one of the 5 men walk out with gold tonight, Smackdown will be in safe hands going forward, and we will be in for some classic matchups down the line. As Finn Balor looks ready, he looks focused, he looks determined. He's wrestled all over Japan, Ireland, other places in Europe, and he has that international experience. But everyone in this matchup has international experience. And speaking of someone who has dominated Europe, this man, who I believe is the favourite in this, the one and only Aleister Black. He wants Smackdown to fade to black and help take Smackdown forward. As he makes his ominous entrance, rising up from the ground with the candles in the background, playing mind games perhaps with his opponents, trying to get into their head. And that psychological advantage is what I believe will help Aleister Black get into the minds of all 5 men and leave here tonight with the Undisputed Championship. And he looks ready. Look into the eyes of Aleister Black. He is focused. He's nothing else on his mind. He's not here to show off for the fans. He is a fan favourite, but he is here to do business. He's not coming out like Finn Balor interacting with the fans. He's not coming out like Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins posing. He's just making his way to the ring. And looking around, sitting in the centre of the ring, telling everyone This is my reign. Come and get it. It's Aleister Black. In. And I mentioned how much I think Aleister Black is the one who's going to walk out of here tonight with that gold wrapped around his waist. But if I could pick anyone to walk out, my dream pick to leave here with the Undisputed title is none other than the wrestling genius, the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno. And speaking of Ohno, he says that he is the wrestling genius for a reason. He knows everything there is to know about this business, and that's why he will leave with the Undisputed Championship. And he will be the hero that SmackDown needs, but it doesn't deserve. Which is strong words from Cassius Ohno, believing he will be the hero that SmackDown needs, but they don't deserve. But he needs to back up his claims, and I would love to see the knockout artist, the wrestling genius, Cassius Ohno, as Aleister Black just teleporting around the place in the background. I'd love to see Cassius leave here tonight with that gold around his waist as the referee holds it high above his head. That beautiful, best design title in WWE as Rollins, Black, Ohno, Bryan and Balor. Bell rings and we are underway. One of these 5 men will be the first SmackDown Undisputed Champion, as Aleister Black working over Seth Rollins with those kicks. And a big springboard kick as Balor sends Bryan to the outside. As Ohno and Aleister are the only two left in the ring. Balor and Bryan going at it on the outside. Seth being sent out to the outside. On the outside, Bryan taking out the knee of Finn Balor. And back inside of the ring, Seth Rollins coming back in and going after Aleister Black with that big side suplex. And that trying to hammerlock, or he's going after Ohno. It's Rollins as Ohno hits that big elbow on Aleister Black as Aleister snapmare. But Ohno able to fight back. On the outside, Balor sending Bryan back in as Rollins sends Ohno face first to the ring mat. Bryan working over the hammer from Balor, of course trying to weaken him for that bell lock. As Aleister follows Bryan out, leaving Balor alone with Rollins as Rollins drops Balor across the knee. On the outside, a nice exchange there as Bryan goes after Aleister Black. In the ring, Seth Rollins draping Finn Balor across the ropes. Ohno back in. Rollins reversing that dropkick by Balor, now fighting off Cassius Ohno. Balor in control in the ring. Bryan in control of Black outside of the ring. Ohno snapmare and goes for the headbutt, but Balor catches with the elbow. Rollins sends Cassius Ohno into the corner of the ring, and stomping away at that midsection of Ohno. On the outside, Bryan and Aleister Black still going at it. Rollins in control now. Balor picks up Cassius Ohno. Tries to go for that knee and catches Ohno with that neck breaker. Rollins in control of this matchup as he drops him with that Falcon Arrow. He hit the deal. He should have went for the cover because we all know nobody kicks out of the deal. Ohno not laid out on the outside, leaving Balor alone with Rollins, and Aleister Black realizes that and he enters the ring. Head scissors takedown by Finn Balor, leaving Black and Rollins. Balor goes out after Daniel Bryan, and he hit the deal once again. Should he go for the cover, but opts against it. Black rolling to the outside, and Rollins going after him as our camera's trying to capture everything. We can't really see the best with the setup here. Zoom back in. Thank you. Oh no, back in the ring. Balor in after him. Balor getting caught in the ropes, trying to spring back into the ring though, allowing Cassius Ohno to take advantage, and Ohno just drops Balor across the ropes. Cassius sends Alistair to the outside. Seth Rollins rolling through on Bryan's super kick, and Balor back up. Rollins brings Bryan away from the ropes, goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Balor trying to break it up, but Bryan kicking out before Balor could even do anything about it. As Rollins hits Daniel Bryan with the curb stomp. But not going for the cover, picking him back up, catching him with suplex. As rolling elbow by Cassius Ohno in the middle of the ring on Aleister Black. He's going for the cover. Balor has Rollins, but doesn't matter. Black able to kick out. Balor obviously not too concerned as he decided to keep the offense up on Rollins instead of breaking up the count, and it paid off as Ohno electric chair drops him into that spinning elbow to the back of the head once again. Ohno rolling him over, goes for the cover. This time Daniel Bryan is there to break up the count. Bryan goes after Aleister Black now as Ohno works together with Balor to take down Rollins. Rollins now Irish whip out of the ring. Balor goes out after Rollins, and Ohno going out with him. Bryan sent out after Black. Submission can only take place inside the ring, no countouts of course in a failed 5-way matchup. So Bryan sends Aleister Black in smartly. Sling blade on the outside on Rollins, I believe by Balor, as Bryan gets caught with that kick from Aleister Black. Bryan down in the centre of the ring. Ohno sends Balor back in. 2. Rollins able to get back in and break up the count. Cassius Ohno has Finn Balor, sends him into the corner, Irish whipping him across the ring into the other corner. Sends him to the outside, once again going after him, leaving Aleister and Seth Rollins in the ring. Springboard kick from Aleister, stomping on the face of Seth Rollins as he lifts him up with that foot for the fade to Black. That has got to be it. Referee down for the count. 1, 2, and 3. I thought Daniel Bryan was there to break it up, but just not quick enough. Aleister Black is your undisputed champion. As we take a look back at the highlights in this contest, very great fail 5-way. All 5 men had their moments where I thought they could have left here with the undisputed championship. As we take a look as Cassius Ohno so close to pinning Aleister Black. Bryan almost submitting Black there with that submission. One of the vicious kicks to Bryan that led to Black winning this contest. And that is it for this week's episode of Smackdown. Tune back in next week as we will have another stacked Friday Night Smackdown. Also, don't forget to tune in for Monday Night Raw. But that is all we have time for tonight, and we will see you next time.